Hey, what's going on? Ryan here. If you would give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. What we have here today is a hypocrite video from the Democratic Party. They talk about, oh, we don't need violence, we don't need violence. But you're about to see for yourself the rhetoric that they spew out to brainwash the weak-minded. Here we go. You know, when you keep calling somebody a Nazi, a dictator, you say it enough, a lot of people's gonna believe it. A lot of weak-minded people. I know that I may not talk straight and proper, but I got a little bit of common sense. You know, most anybody that's normal has common sense. This is a video about the Democratic Party calling for violence. If you didn't know, these are demons hard at work. So here we go.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Enemies of the state.
Show me where it says that.
Remember when Antifa was riding the streets, blowing up stuff, destroying buildings, destroying banks, setting towns on fire, and all that? That's what these people want. This is what they want. Antifa, they want stuff like that to happen. And one of the root causes of this evil is George Soros. I don't know if you've looked up George Soros, but he is an evil, evil man. And he's got a lot of money.
Protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
She's talking about the immigration practices. Back when Bill Clinton was president, they was going throughout houses and they was taking illegal immigrants out of the houses and sending them back over the border. Everyone was giving them praise for it. Everyone. Now you decide to want to build a wall, and now, you know, everybody's like, well, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to look like that, you know. But the thing is, all these illegal immigrants are coming in. I guarantee you, if you were surrounded by illegals in your neighborhood, you would want to at least put a fence up. At least put a fence up.
When they go low, we kick them.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
The biggest terror threat in this country is the white men, most of them radicalized.
No, the biggest threat is the hard left. The hard left. Read Ecclesiastes. I don't know exactly. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna read it directly out of this. 10:2 King James Version. A wise man's heart is at his right. Is at his right hand. A fool's heart is at his left. Let me ask you something. Which hand is your heart in? Is your heart in your left hand or your right hand? If a wise man's heart is at his right hand and a fool's heart is at his left, which one are you?
Right, to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym
I'm
and
gonna
beat
go ahead and tell you, I'd like to punch every one of them in the face. How about that? How about them apples? I'd like to punch every one of them in the face. Put them all up in line like the Three Stooges and just Maybe it'll knock some sense into them or knock all those demons out of them. One of the two.
The hell out of them.
Or maybe both.
Some people in the face.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Do you hear that? You hear that? This is the Demoncrats. I'm gonna stop calling them Democrats. I'm gonna start calling them Demoncrats. And then they're gonna get on here. Oh, we don't need violence. We don't need violence. Oh, Donald Trump about got killed. We don't need violence. And I'm gonna tell you something else that bugs me. Is CNN and all these other news stations, MNS. I don't even watch them. I don't even watch those news stations. But I have heard on other people's channels. I've been watching this stuff today. I hadn't had much sleep, so I'm sorry. But these news channels are saying that Trump shouldn't have got up and said, fight, 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 USA, fight, fight, fight. They said that that's going to cause violence, more violence. But really the only violence I ever see is from the demon, I'm going to have to learn to say that word really smooth, Demoncrats. The Democratic Party, that's really the only violence I see. I don't ever see Republicans acting violent. You know, even that Patriot Front. You know, I know that it may be FBI or whatnot, but even, you know, they're not even being violent. Not like Antifa. They just march in the streets with American flags and yelling at bullhorns. They wasn't burning places down or nothing like that. But they're like, he shouldn't say, oh, fight, fight, fight. Well, he just had a bullet whiz by his head. And that's all they're concerned about is how he approached the situation by getting up and saying, fight, fight, fight. Just had a bullet whiz by the head, then have somebody else get murdered. They were murdered in the crowd. And then the news stations are just talking about how Donald Trump, how he acted in the situation. Democratic. They're demons. I'm telling you. A cabal.
Look, as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under
the devil is at work.
by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight. And if you see anybody from that cabinet,
you gonna take him out to dinner?
In a department store.
I'll tell you, I would really like to take Trump out. I'd like to take him out to dinner. Maybe he'd pay for it, though. If I took him out to dinner, it'd probably be at McDonald's or something.
At a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back.
You create a riot.
And you tell them.
Yeah, you tell them. You tell them. You tell them make a riot, blow things up.
Voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I think there's more women at that. I think there's more people at that lady's rally than there is usually at Biden's rallies. Unless that is Biden's rally, it's still a small crowd. I just want y'all to tell me what you think. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I have such a gross, disgusted feeling in my esophagus, like anger that's just stuck in there, just anger that's stuck in there. And if I was a Demoncrat, I would probably go out and blow some stuff up if I was a Demoncrat, or go try to beat a bank down. And if they tried to arrest me, I guess I'd say, why didn't you go arrest Antifa? It's so backwards. So backwards. I'm gonna read another scripture out of the Bible. I'm going to sort of paraphrase it right now. In the Bible, it talks about in this day, these type days, because we are living in the end times, that evil would be regarded as good, and good would be regarded as evil. In the Bible, Isaiah 5:20-21, woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe to them. Woe to the Demoncrats. Woe to them. And you know, I got on Twitter and I was talking, those people asking why evangelists would follow Trump. You know, they said because of his immorality. Go look at this video right here. It's gonna be right here or right there, the Agenda 47, and you can see what all that entails. What the Republican platform will be when Donald Trump is elected. And you tell me why an evangelist wouldn't support Trump, or why somebody like me, you know, right to you know, I guess you'd say that I'm very right. I am right. I'm righteous. No, I'm playing. I'm far from righteous. But you'll see why I support Trump and why millions of other people will support Trump. So, but anyways, guys, if you would, give us a like, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. See ya. Peace.